Okay, everyone, I guess we are ready for the snowman part of our snow globe portrait. Well, we call it a portrait because the snowman is the focus of this picture. And it starts out to be a landscape. So right now it started out to be a landscape, but we're going to be making a portrait, and we're going to work on the snowman. So we all know what a snowman looks like, and you are going to take a paper this way, like a window, and you're going to make a snowman. Now, some of you, I like to start at the top, but some people like to start at the bottom. So I'm just going to make my 3 shapes to be my snowman. Now, if I'm thinking ahead and I'm like, I want to have 2 snowmen, you can. It's completely up to you. So maybe my second snowman is going to be a little bit smaller. But do not have your snowmen touch in this picture, because before we add any of the blue chalk pastel like we did in the ground, we need to cut these out. So after you have 1 or 2 snowmen, you're going to take your scissors and cut these out. Now, for the sake of my video, I'm just going to cut out 1, and then maybe I'll go back and cut out the second. So I'm cutting right around my snowman. I'm trying to go onto the pencil line if I can. All right, scrap to throw out. I'm going to take that white piece of paper back here so I don't get my snowman all messy. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the ground. But our snowman is round. It has shape to it. It's just not flat. And using the chalk pastel in this way is going to help shade it a bit to make it look more 3-dimensional. So I start up here with the light blue, and I'm just going right around the circle shape. But notice I'm not going around the whole thing. Okay, just part of it, and then I'm just going to blend it. I'm going to go down to the middle one. Same thing. A little bit more in the middle area down here. And then blend it. So in our sketchbook, we may have already done it by the time we do this video. We're going to be practicing some shading, and shading does help to make things look more dimensional. And there's a couple different ways to shade. All right, so there's the light blue. And now I'm going to go back a little bit with the darker blue. And then again with the blending with my finger. Now it's looking so much better. It really looks like these balls of snow are actually roundish. All right, so here's my snowman. Again, my hands are a mess, so wipe them off because you don't want to get fingerprints on your snowman. I'm going to take this away, and I'm going to bring back the landscape. So now is the time where you would glue this down. And just like we did before, you're going to flip your snowman over, not on top of this though, on a separate piece of paper. You're going to be generous with the glue on the back, and then bring it back over and decide, where am I going to place the snowman? You do want him in the foreground. You don't want him up high in the background because he's big. And then I'll set him right here. And I'm not going to touch it with my fingers. I'm going to, come back to another, I don't have a plain piece of paper. Here, we'll do this one. And I'll flip it over, and I'm just going to press down to make sure that the glue and the snowman stay, and then voila. Now I am going to do one last video that will talk about how to add details to your scene.